So, welcome back everyone to another Road to Masters replay, watching analysis, whatnot stuff thingy. So, I was the Protoss player here. This was a 3.3k, 3.4k level gameplay, which means Diamond 3 on the European servers. And yeah, my opponent went for an interesting build. This is a double Rex opener, which is supposedly done to overwhelm the enemy. Now, his build is bad because he's second command center, so his expansion is late. Plus, I saw that he was not building anything, so I knew that something was off. At the same time, I went for the greediest of all, Nexus before Gateway build on a short map. This is a gamble. This is something that you only do if you know that it's a hit or miss. If you hit it, it's amazing. If you miss, you are in a bad position, because with this build, your Cyber Core is late, but he went for Tech Lab, very fast Tech Lab, and he went immediately for Marauder Slow, which is a nice choice. That's the best thing for this kind of opener, because you will be able to make Marauders and the Marines and push me. But, realistically speaking, my Nexus would be only finishing around now, if I would not have gone for it fast. So he could be able to start the bunker closer to me. This way, he started outside of my vision range, which I saw with the shield batteries now. So I send in the probe to try to kill it. And the battery overcharge will keep the Adept alive just in time to kill the guy that builds the bunker. With this, as you can see, I went for Phoenixes, by the way, which is the worst possible unit for now. But at this point, batteries saved me against this very heavy Terran push, but I was not out of the woods yet, because I had no production, and I went to try to defend with the probes, which might have been the wrong call. But I knew that eventually he will overwhelm me on the ground, and I will need to soften up the blow. Again, 2 adepts with the battery overcharge that came back was more than enough to deal with this. So at this point, he's building the second base right now, while I'm already saturating my second base. So his Olini build went bad against my very Olini macro build, so I'm significantly ahead. Plus, my Phoenixes help out in the defense tremendously, because they soften the enemy's army. And now I decide to go for counterattack. Now, at this point I know that I'm not gonna go push for Adepts for long. They were just an emergency call. But I decided to, okay, go for Chargelet upgrade. And just do any amount of damage with the Adepts. Now I kill a lot of these units, and I see that, okay, you have a Siege Tank, which I don't kill fast enough, and then my Adepts are not in a good position to actually hit it. So, due to miscontrol, the tank stays up until now. But here, I'm in a position where I know that he has a couple of Marines, he has one base essentially, and he has no real tech yet. So at this point, I decided to just go for a lot of gateways and go for Chargelots and Immortals. I'm gonna go for a Robo here, yeah. So Chargelot, Immortal, and Storm. That's my favorite composition in PvT. And I decided to also go and be annoying just a little bit. I kill a Liberator and a couple of SCVs in exchange for 3 or 4 Phoenixes. If you take a look at the unit lost tab, you will see that we are roughly on equal spot. But at this point, I'm significantly ahead in eco. Hell, I'm even starting to mine out my own base as well. Also, he does the same. So I will need a third base very soon. But now I'm sort of afraid that he's going to go for an all-in push, which, by the way, would be completely realistic at this point, because he knows he's behind, but at the same time he has mules. So I decided to, okay, the push didn't come, so let's macro up. Let's get some expansion, get some upgrades, continuous Phoenix production. I also have Storm upgraded and starting to get some High Templars. So at this point against the Bio Army, with Chargelots and Templars, I'm very well defended. I tried to come in and I'm like, okay, there's 2 turrets. I don't know if there are more, But I don't want to risk that because I would be losing half my phoenixes by the time I deal any amount of damage, so I just decided to run away. And I'd rather send in observers to see where his army is. So yeah, as you can see, just gathering up more and more charge lots, a couple of stalkers against the liberators, and Vikings maybe, because that's always good to have. And yeah, just getting 2-2. And my observer sees the army. I know that he doesn't have mech upgrades, so he's going for bio. I see the bio upgrades, so I know that it's gonna be strictly that. He doesn't recognize the shimmer of the observer, so he doesn't scan and try to kill. Also, he doesn't have energy. Yeah, he doesn't have energy. So I decided to jump on him because he's out of position here. He should be up here with the tanks and sieged up, because that's the only way I can come in. But at this point I just kill his army. A couple of good storms, lift up on the tank, and that's all there is to it. So yeah, I can just walk in. And since he was playing from behind in terms of eco, my army is better than his. Plus the storms were really, really painful. So yeah, it's more of a learning experience as Terran than Protoss on what happened here. From Protoss side we can learn that the Nexus first is a risky build, because if you're not good at defending and you do not prepare at least 2 batteries and something against ground, you can easily lose every kind of advantage that this would give you, especially on the fast map, which is cheese and aggression heavy, as it was seen by the bunker. But if you defend, this gives you a huge advantage in case you defend some sort of early push, and if there's no early push you are just simply ahead a little bit, which is fine. Phoenixes, although they were not as good in this match as I expected them to be, because the early game was very weird, later on they proved to be an essential tool for my victory with tank lifts and continuous harassment, which is the first point of the Phoenixes. And aside from that, Immortals, charge lots, storm. As usual, don't forget to expand, don't forget to upgrade, and don't forget to produce more. If you like this kind of analysis and replay dissections, feel free to watch my other content and catch me on my stream at RimigoTV, twitch.tv/RimigoTV. What is with my talking today? Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Have an amazing day. Easy game, easy life. And now